Hi everyone, Alex here with you today. I just recently finished playing Gothic 1 Remake on the hard difficulty, and I just wanted to give you my opinion about game, my impression, and I want to tell you about the mistakes I made during playing this game and maybe give you some useful advices to make this game easier for you and maybe opposite to make it more difficult and more interesting for you to play it. So first I just wanted to tell that I'm Gotoman. I can tell I finished Gothic 1, I finished Gothic 2, I finished Gothic 3, I finished all Ryzen games, and I finished Alex 1 and Alex 2 I'm still keeping for some special time to play it. I don't know why, but it's been a long time since I planned to start it, but I didn't. Maybe because I was finishing LX1 on the hard difficulty, and it in a way traumatized me for some time. Even I got a lot of good and positive emotions while playing it and by finishing it. So I was brave enough to play Gothic 1 on the hard difficulty, but I'm not that kind of masochistic kind of guy who will also enable permanent death option. I didn't play it on permanent death option, luckily, and luckily there was no very hard difficulty option. Otherwise I will choose it, and most probably I will suffer a lot if there is even hardest difficulty option in the game. So I was not quite sure should I play this game at all or not, because I played Gothic 1 when it was released, and in that period of time it was quite good game with good graphics, with good mechanics. I was pretty much satisfied by finishing Gothic number 1 original when it was released, and I didn't see much of a sense playing Gothic 1 remake at all. Actually, I also was not waiting for it, and I was not expecting it will ever come out and it's even played to be made. I found out about it maybe 1 week before release, or even few days before release, and I have a very big doubt should I play it or not. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I didn't see much interesting games coming out in the June to play, and I was thinking to play 007 game, but when I saw few clips how the guy was playing it and throwing like in the row 5 of his opponents in the water, and like it looks a little bit childish gameplay for me, and I'm not really much fan of the stealth games when I play some of them. So I decided to play Gothic instead of 007, and I didn't remember which level of difficulties I used in previous game, but actually when I later googled, there was no difficulty level in Gothic 1, but since I played LX1 on the hard difficulty, I decided to play also Gothic on the hard difficulty. And to make game even more interesting for myself, I decided in advance that I will not Google anything about it. I will not be able to complete some quests or find some items. I will not Google, I will not watch any YouTube tutorials and guides, I will not check any forums. I'll just play it in account of my knowledge, in my experience about previous games, and yep, and it's led to many complications during my game, led to a lot of mistakes, increased significantly my playing time during the game, but I managed to do it somehow and to finish and complete the game on the hard difficulty without any guiding information to it. So first of all, guys, I want to tell you about some mistakes that I made during the game, some important mistakes. Actually, it was a lot. I might not remember all of it. And I'll start from the digger's armor. I actually didn't find it in the game when I supposed to find it. At the early stage of the game, I was playing a long time without armor. I couldn't buy it, afford it. I was always postponing to buy it. I didn't have enough ore to buy it, or I spent ore always on something else, and I was hoping to find it soon for free somewhere, and it actually was possible to do it if you explore properly new camp and near the new mine there. You'll meet some mercenary guy, I don't remember who exactly, and if you talk to him, he will actually give it to you for free, and you don't need to buy it or try to find it or steal it. I don't know if it's possible to steal it from somewhere and find it somewhere in the chest. So I actually managed to find it and get it for free, but in much later stage of the game, when I already have shadow armor, when I joined old camp. So was not much of a use of it when I found it later on, and I struggled pretty much without that armor. I think it would be much more useful for me if I found it at the beginning, because beginning of the game was pretty much difficult even for experienced gamer like me and familiar with franchise. So this was number one mistake. Number two mistake, it was my will to join mages and play as a mage. I actually doesn't remember did I played original game as warrior, bowman or magician, but during I played a lot of games during the period of time, I think, as a warrior, so most probably I played as a warrior. And during my gaming career, latest gamers careers, I played similar games, not the Gothic exactly, but as a mage. I try to play as a mage because usually when you play RPG games as a mage, it's much more difficult and interesting to play. So I decided also this time I'll play as a mage and I'll complete a game as a mage of fire. So when it came up to becoming a guardian, I refused to become a guardian. I decided to become a mage, and it was quite difficult to accomplish it. You need to learn alchemy. I learned alchemy. You need to learn scroll writing. I spent my learning points to that one. And then you need to complete a quest to become a mage. You need to find 2 altars and praiser using some scrolls. And actually, even now, I'm not quite sure if I was able to do it. Find it, altars first of all, and then reach it. And especially in the early stages of game, I found actually one for sure that I know it's, and second one I didn't even Google yet, even after I finished game. Where is it? I think most probably I found it. It was like on the cliff somewhere, and it looks like that altar, but I'm not quite sure is it was it or not. Later I'll double check. And if the Temple of Venus, it was hard to reach. To kill the white wolves, the snow wolves, that was very strong and challenging. And then there is also snow shadow beast there, which was nearly impossible to finish at the beginning, to kill him at the beginning of game. And actually even didn't figure out how to reach the temple. I was thinking I need to swim under the water and get behind the waterfall, but actually it didn't work. And actually later I checked, I supposed to use actually some freezing spell and freeze the water and walk by the ice onto the other side of waterfall. So yeah, but this is, maybe I could figure out it later and guess, who knows. But it's actually not the main reason why I didn't become a fire mage. Yeah, as I said, it was very difficult to complete this quest, so I decided to postpone it. When I become more stronger, when I have better weapons or maybe better armor, I was planning to come back and become a mage. So I was keep playing, finishing some other quests, improving my skills, and then I came to the point of the storyline when you need to ask Caristo to go to speak to the Gomez, and when you actually doing it, and Gomez killing Caristo and all the mages, and I was playing usually using the quick saves, and usually I think there is some certain amounts of quick saves after you use it, it's getting overwritten, and I came to the point when my saves were overwritten, and I was needed to decide, yeah, should I try one more time to become a fire mage? And I also, even later, I lost this ability because I saved when Caristo was already going to speak to the Gomez, and you could stop at him still on the way and ask and tell him that you completed the quest, but I actually didn't complete it. So he went to speak to Gomez and get killed, and I was scared that I will be not able to become a mage anymore in this game, and same time I was scared I will not be able even to become a guardian and to get armor of guardian, and I will be forced to play with shadow armor until maybe at the end of the game I can get some better armor, or maybe not, and even not sure if I would be able to reach it with shadow armor. So I decided, okay, I failed become a mage, so I'll be playing as a guardian, as a warrior, and luckily I was able to still come back to Taurus and complete the final quest for the guardian, and I was able to get guardian armor. And the next big problem I faced, I was thinking, now because I'm banished from the old camp, I'm an enemy there, I will not be able to improve my guardian armor. But actually I was able to sneak to the castle again, and I think the blacksmith there, or some other guy, I don't remember who actually did it, but I was managed to modernize my guardian armor. And actually it was a lot disappointing when I checked the stats of it, when I checked the blunt weapon protection level and sharp weapon protection level, it actually was lower than my shadow armor, upgraded shadow armor. Yes, there is some better stats like magical damage, fire damage was better in the guardian armor, but shadow armor still was better for me. I think its most important was physical damage. Mostly you get it from the enemies and monsters. So yeah, I decided to switch back to the shadow armor, play with the shadow armor sometimes, because it was upsetting to get guardian armor not to wear it. Sometimes I was playing with guardian armor for no reason. And I remember from the first, actually, yeah, I forgot most of the game because I played Gothic original game like 20 plus years ago. I forgot almost everything. I remembered only some characters that Diego, yeah, was there, Milton, Gorn, some few quests I remembered, but story and basics of the story I remembered, but progression of the story I didn't remember. Most of quests I didn't remember, most of NPCs also, and where can I get some armors and weapons also didn't remember. So actually only thing I remembered also that there is, I was not sure if it will be Gothic 1, 2 or 3 you can get armor from mine crawler's plates. I was hoping it will be in Gothic 1, and actually, yeah, it was in Gothic 1, and in Gothic Remake also you still could get this armor made from mine crawler's plate. And I was very excited and happy when I finally met a wolf, and wolf said he can do it for me, and he told me what to do, and I went and completed quests, and I gave necessary ingredients to wolf, and wolf said, okay, I'll make for you armor, but it will take some time, so you come back later. So I went and slept for a few times. Yeah, and it was my next big mistake, and also related to armor again. And I tried to come back and find wolf, but I was not able to find him anywhere. In the camp, he was usually outside near the huts there, and he also was telling me he can buy some trophies by a good price. Yeah, so I was hoping I can find him later. Maybe it's too early. I will go and do some quests and come back later. So I went and did some quests and come back later, and again I couldn't find him anywhere. So I start to walk around and try all huts possible in the cave. I couldn't find him there. Then I decided maybe he might be staying in the one of the peasants' huts. Who knows? So I went and checked all the peasant huts and beds and tried to find him there. And the rice fields, I couldn't find him there. Then I was thinking maybe he's staying outside camp. I went around camp and checked some huts, and I couldn't find him there. Then I remembered I met him before in the tavern a few times. So when I went to the tavern in the evening and during different timings of the day, I went all around the camp, and I was thinking, okay, maybe still I cannot find him. So I waited till the night time, and during the night time I was sure if he have a hut in the camp, so he will come back to sleep, obviously in one of his huts. I didn't know which one, so I was thinking, I checked all the huts, but I still couldn't find him. So I postponed it even for later, and I was continuing to play and struggle to play on the later stages of the game in Shadow Armor or Guardian Armor, managing to do it somehow without Minecrawler's armor. And at the end I couldn't actually find Wolf, and I didn't get it. Later on, once I already finished the game, I checked in some forums, and it was written that actually, yeah, he have hut in this cave in the new camp, and I supposed to find him there, but I didn't. So one more mistake. It made my life in the Gothic world even much more difficult, but I didn't give up, and I keep playing, and I also became a water mage, and I was happy that I can actually become at least some mage, if not fire mage, water mage. But it was in the second half of the game, and I decided not to play as mage anymore, since I already invested some of my scores in learning scores in some fighting skills and strengths and dexterity. So I decided it's too late, I think, to become a mage. I was scared it will be not enough skill points to progress to the highest level and to get the highest spells. So I decided to progress as a warrior and increase some strengths and two-handed weapon. Yeah, and I think it was the right decision at the end of the game. And yeah, next mistake and next thing I couldn't find, it's Xarda's robe. I actually also bought. It's very good that when you become a mage, you can buy the highest armor. You don't need to make any quest, you just can buy it from Satyrus. But also it's weaker than, as for me, as Shadow's armor, so I still stick to Shadow's armor. And then Xardas told me at the last chapter that I can get better armor either in his synced tower, either I can find it at the old camp. Gomez have the best armor for the warrior. So first I decided to go back to the synced Xardas Tower and find armor there, a robe. But despite all my tries, I was unable to reach it. I found some keystone in there, and I was when I reached underground level, I was thinking I need to find key number 2 and place it on the spot. Something like a portal was there, and then door will open or I'll teleport to the next chamber. But I was not able to find the second key anywhere. Even I swim everywhere around it and inside tower, and I use my skills to climb to the top of the tower, and I couldn't solve actually a very simple puzzle. The decision was just the door in the underground level. You should just use 3 different spells: fire, water, and I think wind, and door would open. But I couldn't figure it out, so also was not able to get Xardas robe. And my only hope was now to go to the Gomez and retrieve armor from him. And I was very naive. I was thinking he will just give it to me. But when I asked to give it, Gomez refused to do it. I was thinking I can easily defeat him, because I came back and I killed almost everyone at the castle of the old camp. It was not very much difficult. I have 2-handed axe with 100 damage, so I was thinking I can do it same to Gomez. And when it was my first try to attack him, I find out I almost not making any damage to him. But luckily I was swinging very fast and hitting him hard with axe. He was almost not able to stand up, but it was enough for him to. And slowly, after multiple hits, his health points was deducting, even it was very slow. So I was thinking I will manage to kill him this way, but unfortunately he managed to get up a few times, and even 2 or 3 strikes, it was enough to put me down. So I also was scared, and I was thinking, oh no, I need to start all over again, and maybe on the normal difficulty try it. Because hard difficulty is too much hard, and I made a lot of mistakes. I will need to Google something, but actually I tried to attack him second time, and I was very lucky. I didn't start dialogue with him this time, because I was thinking why I need to listen all over game, same thing. So I attacked him directly when he was sitting on his throne, and it worked. Maybe it was bug, I don't know, maybe it will not work for everyone, but for me it worked. I just was hitting him for multiple times, and it's actually worked. He was, every time I hit him and he get up, he was trying to sit on his throne, but I was not letting him to do it, and it quite took a lot of time to hit him, even to kill this way, and I don't know how will I manage to kill him if he fight back. Luckily he didn't, so I was finally able to get his this final armor, and it's with this armor and Uriziel sword I was later managed to come to the end of the game and defeat the last boss, the final boss. And to finish this game, I was already scared and worried I will not be able to do it, but I did. Yeah, so this was most of my mistakes during the game. One also serious mistake that I was doing, I was only saving at the quick save. So counting on all of it, I will recommend you guys to use normal save, I think, after every quest, to make sure if something will go wrong, you can roll back game, not start to play it from the very beginning, and to use quick save even after killing each mob, each monster. I think it's better to use quick save, because I died, to be honest, so many times in this game. I'm scared to try to count it. Luckily it was not count at the end of the game, so I didn't feel that much ashamed. So what actually was my stats during this game? You can see my level is 31. At the end of the game I still have 16 points, learning points I didn't spend. I could actually finished maybe at the and I still can. I think I could progress to the level 32 or more if I kill all the monsters and NCPs at the map, but I was thinking, I'm hoping it will be enough. So my health points was 607, my mana was 129, my strength 102, my dexterity 42, my magic circle 2, my blunt protection 90, my edge protection 90, my fire 25, ice 15, wind 15, energy 15. Yeah, and I use I studied level 1 of one-handed weapons. I completed all levels of two-handed weapons. I completed first level of bow weapons and orc weapons maximum, also completed. Also I did lockpicking level 1. I studied Orcish language. I learned acrobatics, climbing, inscription of scrolls, alchemy, and a whole bunch of hunting lessons. Yeah, so which ones was essential, which one was not necessary ones? I would recommend you, if you decided to play as a warrior, of course, complete all two-handed weapon lessons and get maximum skill. One-handed I didn't complete fully because I found quickly two-handed weapon, so I decided not to do it. So for me it was not essential. Then also essential, it was strength. Of course you need to progress with strength to use more better weapon, and acrobatics. I think you can actually finish game without it using block, but and parrying. But I figured out even I have block in the second half of the game, closer to the end. I didn't know how to use it. I never pressed control during my game. I didn't press alt also before I learned acrobatics. I didn't know I can just jump back and dodge. Yeah, so and acrobatics for the melee type of character and for range it will be good because it's easy to kill one mob, but when the two or three of them, you often need to make a distance and to quickly run away from them. So yeah, and acrobatic rolls will be very much useful. And yeah, please note everything I speak about here, what is necessary not, it's considering I'm playing on the hard level of difficulty. For normal level I didn't try to play, I don't know which skills might be useful or not useful. Yeah, so climbing was not essential, but I think to become a mage I didn't actually find way to get to Innes Temple without climbing. Maybe there is, maybe not, but yeah, it might be essential for completing game as a mage. To becoming a fire mage, actually for water mage it's not, I think, needed. I found some useful items, and for full immersion I will recommend to use to get the climbing skills, but if it's it's not in priority, you still can finish without it. Scavenger riding, you can of course finish without it, but it will save you a lot of time if you learn it and if you travel by world riding scavenger, not just walking. Inscription, you can skip it, you can buy most of the scrolls in the game from the NPCs, even high levels one, you'll find it somewhere in the chest or around other areas of the game. Alchemy, most probably also you can skip it unless you need to become a mage. Yeah, also if you need to become a mage you need to learn inscription. Alchemy actually I didn't regret, I learned it, and in original game and I think Gothic 2 and 3, alchemy also I remember was very useful in that I was able to craft a lot of potions that will increase my permanent stats. And also in this game, I did it. I increased some my permanent stats using alchemy, so it was quite useful. But also I think you can skip it. Yeah, you can finish game without it. Lockpicking, I would put this skill as essential because just lockpicking is not quite easy in this game, and I'm gladly developers didn't change their mind and they didn't listen gamers and they didn't make it easier. They kept it as it is. Luckily, yeah, if you guys complaining about lockpicking and use this kind of young new wave of gamers who get used to everything is easy and you don't need any brain to use, please don't play this game, play something else. Yeah, don't ask developers to change Gothic and make it totally different game. Let us enjoy our favorite game as it is. Yeah, so like lockpicking, it will be very useful because you will be always poor in this game at the first, especially in the first half. You will not have enough ore to buy anything that you need, but you can find a lot of ore and useful items by open up chest. And I didn't unfortunately didn't studied theft. I think theft is also will be very much useful in this game. I'm sure I did it in the original game, and yeah, here it also will be much more useful. Not essential, but I think it will make your game much more easier, and you can steal a lot of ore and useful items from the NPCs because it's a lot of NPC around the world in this game. Yeah, and also you and I played as a fighter. I used a bow. I learned the bow skills, and it was very much in use. I used bow a lot because it's very difficult to kill your opponents in the melee, in the close battle, because if usually 2-3 of them will attack you together. Using ranging weapons, it was much more useful. Also, I used crossbows later on when I managed to get it. It was much more slow and difficult to use it. I didn't learn it, didn't improve my skills, but when my bow arrows was finished, I was using crossbows also, especially when you're on the high ground and monsters simply cannot climb up to reach you. Yep, so spend some scores for the bow. It will help you a lot on the hard difficulties. Also, I improved my mana level because also a lot of good and useful scrolls you can find and runes in the game. I also was using that, I think, 2-level magic circle, or even first level. I think first level fire rune, and I killed a lot of enemies at the beginning using it. And also mana, you'll need mana to teleport yourself between camps. It will save you a lot of time and effort to travel. And also sometimes you'll need some powerful scrolls to defeat some enemies. So yeah, increase some mana, because if you're not using inscription skill, you still can buy scrolls. And also summoning scrolls actually helped me to finish this game. Some monsters I don't know how I would kill without summoning golems or skeletons. Yeah, even final boss I was managed to kill only using summoning golem scroll. But I also didn't even try Army of Darkness scroll. Maybe later I'll just try to use it to see how it works. I was saving it for the best. I don't know what for the best, even final boss already there, but I was saving it for the best times. Yeah, so this is skills and equipment. What I used for equipment, I was struggling at the beginning. It was not enough strength, it was not enough dexterity to use some good weapons, but I found some rings and amulets. It helped me a lot. I didn't have enough skill points, so I equipped some amulet for dexterity. If I was needing to use a bow, I will equip that one, and I'll shoot some monsters from the bow. Then when I need to go for close combat or my arrows finished, I will re-equip amulet that was adding strength and rings that was adding strength. It was actually not always comfortable, of course, because sometimes on the spot you need to switch between bow and sword, but you don't have enough strength point to do it. You need to equip your amulets first, but you don't have time to do it. Monsters already surrounded you. It's very fast. Yeah, so but still, it's like a small life hack for you. Like if you don't want to spend your points now, you can use some rings and amulets to delay it and spend some points for some other skills that you think it's more necessary now, right? Which also advices I can give you guys to make your life a little bit easier in this game. Explore everything. When you most probably first camp you'll manage to reach its old camp. Explore all old camp, talk to all possible NCPs, get all possible quests that you can get. Some of them will not require you to fight. You just go somewhere, bring something, give to someone. It will not require any skills, but you'll get experience easy this way. Also, there will be some NCPs in the old camp that will give you option to escort you to the swamp camp and to the new camp to show you the way and to accompany you. Definitely use this option and go to swamp camp with apprentice, and you'll get some free experience on the way because he'll kill some monsters for you on the way that you are not able to kill right now. And also you'll be able to visit new camp, get all possible. Yeah, so you can explore a swamp camp and also talk to as much as NCP as you will be able to find there, and also get quest from them. Also do same with new camp. You can also find one guy in the old camp. He will also help you to walk to the new camp, and if you decided to join the old camp, there will be some request in to become a shadow. One of NCPs will actually ask you to get rid of this guy, who actually also can escort you to the new camp. So if you decided to join old camp, it's actually very tough to kill him. So you can ask him to bring you to new camp and you can just follow him, and you shouldn't help him when monsters will attack, and most probably monsters will kill him, and in this way you'll get one quest completed for the old camp, and you also can loot some valuable items from his corpse. I think this was dexterity ring. He have like a ring that will increase your dexterity plus 5, I think. And also this character not that much necessary to complete the game. When you come back to the old camp, one of the NPCs will tell that actually he was important because he was like a trader from new camp who was able to come here. And also actually he will give you an extra quest that you need to find a replacement of this guy, and you can go to the new camp and you'll find another mercenary, I don't know, or bandit, I don't remember his name, and when you come him and talk to him, he'll agree to replace this guy role, and you'll get one more quest finished in this way for the old camp, and it will help you to become shadow faster. So also explore new camp as much as you can and get a lot of quests. And now very important advice, when you be planning to become shadow, don't become it right away. Complete your quest up to the last one needed, and then completed all necessary quests from swamp camp, not every quest, but 99% of it, persons of it. When you need to complete last quest or maybe two quests to become apprentice of swamp camp, just don't complete them and go to new camp and do same, complete as much quests there, and then come back to the old camp and complete your last quest for the shadow and become shadow and get a shadow armor. And this way will help you to get a lot of extra experience or and other valuable items that NPCs will reward you with during completed these quests, because experience is essential in progressing in this game, is essential for completing this game. If you will not be able to get enough experience and learning points and skills, you will not most probably be able to complete it, especially on the hard difficulty level. So one more advice will be also, after you become a little bit stronger, you will be available to go more far and more far from your camps, and then you can explore nearby environment also. And exploration of surroundings might bring you a lot of useful loot. Yeah, so try to look everywhere for anything you can find, you can pick up from the ground, from the chest, from the bottom of the lakes. So guys, should you play Gothic on the hard level of difficulty or not? It's up to you to decide. If you're a veteran of the Gothic games and you're familiar with Gothic games and universe, most probably it's okay for you to play on the hard level of difficulty. But if you're a beginner and not familiar with Gothic, maybe it's better to make a first playthrough on the normal level of difficulties. I hope this review was useful for you guys. Maybe I'll make one more video about Gothic to compare some mechanics and differences with original game, and just we'll talk a little bit more about some aspects of the game separately. Thank you for watching this video. Put some likes, subscribe to the channel. Bye bye, have a good time.